We're heading to the kitchen this time round. Ewan is in the kitchen making sure that an apple a day doesn't just keep the doctor away, but we're making stacks and all kinds of things as apples are our theme.
Indeed, and I'm making sure that you guys don't go hungry this morning. But yes, lots of excitement on the movie circuits, but then lots of excitement in the kitchen as well. We are cooking with apples and making the most interesting recipes. Right now, Lizette Hartler's going to make us an incredibly pretty little dish this morning. Lizette, how are you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Excited for what you're about to make because all I can see is these tiny little red, sweet little pops of goodness.
Yes,
basically.
We're going to make baby toffee apples and we're going to make old-fashioned ice cream to go with the toffee apples.
Okay.
So the ice cream is incredibly easy and you don't need an ice cream maker.
People normally take a step back when it comes to ice cream.
No, and this is so easy. You don't need to make a custard like a normal fancy ice cream. This is just chucking stuff together, put it in the freezer, stir it a couple of times, and you're ready.
I love it, chucking stuff together. Okay, cool. So where we start?
With the ice cream, I think it's 1 tin of condensed milk. Then all you do is you add some gelatin, a teaspoon of gelatin to 2 tablespoons of warm water.
Okay.
You stir that up so it dissolves nicely.
Brilliant.
Then you add this to the condensed milk.
Right, so here you just have a tin of condensed milk.
That's a tin of condensed milk.
Don't you just love condensed milk? I can't remember. I used to drink it out of the can like that.
You've got a little bit of vanilla real
essence.
vanilla, not vanilla essence, vanilla extract preferably.
Okay.
If you don't use proper vanilla, just don't bother. You can do without it.
All right.
Then you're going to add this.
And this is just your setting agent, basically, or what?
To be honest, I'm not really sure why you need it because you're going to freeze it anyway, but that's where my grandma did it, and I don't mess with my gran.
Don't question grandma.
Okay, and then it's 250 mils fresh cream. If you
All right.
can't find fresh cream, you can use tinned. It's not quite the same taste, but I was in the Eastern Cape recently for holiday in the middle of nowhere, and I wanted to make ice cream, and then I used tinned, and it was absolutely fine.
Brilliant, okay.
So,
There we go.
250 mils cream.
It's really just all about chucking stuff together, isn't
Chucking
it?
stuff together. Then you have 1 tin of ideal milk or evaporated milk.
Yes.
It must be seriously chilled. Put it in the fridge for a couple of hours before you use it.
Okay.
Then all you do is you whisk it till it's very, very frothy.
Okay, like we have
like
done
you have
on this
there.
one. Okay.
And then all you do is you add that to that, stir it through,
Okay.
put it in the fridge, stir it a couple of times, preferably twice during the first 90 minutes. If you've got a really cold freezer, after that it's going to set.
Yeah.
And the reason you do this is you don't want water crystals to form.
Okay,
You're still going to have some
give
crystals.
it a good stir now.
Give it a good stir. You're still going to have some crystals because you're not using an ice cream maker, but certainly not so that it's going
But
to
that could
spoil
be,
your
that's
experience.
fine, absolutely fine. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
okay,
so
so we can
now that
add
that's done,
this.
then you would scoop it out and you would end up with
Scoop it out.
with the results like this, right there. And that looks absolutely delicious. Can't wait to dig into that one. All right, sorry for reaching over you there.
Right. You can see it's very thick. All
right.
you've done is you've whipped it.
Yes.
So it's super, super thick.
To a soft
Give it a
peak.
stir. Not quite, but almost. Give it a stir, and it'll be really frothy like this, lovely and foamy.
Oh, wow, look at that. That
And
looks
you just freeze it.
delicious. All right, cool.
Okay.
So that's the first part done. Let me pop it over here.
Then we're going to make the baby toffee apples. These are those little apples that you find in canned apples
I had
that you
no
find.
idea
They're
you
minute.
actually get little apples like this.
I'm not sure if they're sort of butchered while they're still young or if it's a specific kind of
Yeah.
apple, and I haven't really bothered to find out, but I think they're very cute, so I decided to do something.
They are
with them.
very cute.
Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to add 1 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of water. Where's my sugar? Here's my sugar. Let's
Lovely.
get this on the heat.
So while you go about that, you can make your own mini toffee apple and evaporated milk ice cream. You can just SMS the keyword Selati to 33728. We'll send you the shopping list and a link to the recipe. Very, very easy recipe, but it's going to look beautiful in the end.
So what I've added here is just 1 cup of sugar,
All right,
1/4 cup of water, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon,
Yep.
1/4 teaspoon of vinegar. And you can do just that, or you can add some food colouring, either some red or some
Okay.
green food colouring. We're going to
So
go
it
with
depends
some
on the
red
colour of the
today.
little apples that you want,
Yes.
of course.
And kids especially like red.
That's
so we're
it.
just going
But
to
the
give
red
it a
is,
drop or
I mean,
two.
when you think toffee apple, for me, I mean, it's
You
always
think red.
A red one, yeah.
So all you do is you boil this over a medium heat. You can stir it occasionally, but this
All right.
okay, you don't walk away from it. When you work with sugar, you stay in the kitchen.
And you need to be careful, very careful. You do not want to get this on your bare hands.
Unbelievably hot.
Yes.
You need to boil this until it reaches hard crack stage. Now what that basically
Yeah.
means is if you take a drop of that and you put it in some ice cold water,
Yeah.
it's going to harden up instantly and you could crack it easily.
Okay, I didn't
Now
know
if
that.
you've got a sugar thermometer, it's 150 degrees Celsius on the thermometer. I don't have one.
All right.
And it's not, I suspect a lot of people don't. It's not the
Yeah.
end of the world. All I do is a couple of times while I'm boiling it, I just drop a little bit into ice water.
And then you would know.
Yes, and if you sort of take the little drop and you go like this and it's still toffee-like and pliable and soft,
Yeah.
it's not ready.
All right.
The
Keep
minute,
going.
literally the second you put it in ice water, it's done.
Then you know stop. Okay,
So
cool.
all
And then
you're
it's
going to do-
a matter of just dipping your little mini apples in there.
Dip a little mini apples in there.
All right. Be very careful when you do
Voila.
this.
In ice water for a second.
Ah, look at
and
that.
onto a sheet with a little bit of sunflower oil.
That is awesome. Okay, cool. Let's quickly dish up. Very, very
I'm
easy.
going to make you do this.
All right, let's
You
see.
can be
Let's hope
strong.
this ice cream is not solid too much.
Just the ice cream into a small little bowl and
There
a
we go.
small toffee apple on top. It should be quite
There
pretty.
we go. Let's make another scoop. There we go. Look at this. Oh, this ice cream looks amazing. All right, let's keep it like that. And then you say a little apple.
Little apple on top.
Let me choose a nice one. Oh, these two wants to go together.
Let's go for this one. We've just made it. Voila. There you go.
Perfect. I'm struggling with these apples. All right, cool. Look how beautiful that is. Once again, that's keyword Selati to 33728. You can make your own homemade ice cream and mini toffee apple little desserts, can I say? And you're going to really impress your friends with this one. Lizette, thank you so very much. I can't wait to dig into that. While I do, we're going to take a very quick ad. Bake it, don't go anywhere.
The sweetness lingers longer with another delicious recipe brought to you by Selati.